Hey, what's going on, people? This is Elder Tenchi, and I am back for another TMNT Rant Rave review for this week's episode entitled The Wrath of Tiger Claw. That is right, Tiger Claw is back. We saw him get eaten alive by the Truthabout, but now he is back with a vengeance. They even explained how he got out, dimension hopping, fighting the Krang until he got back to Earth with a few parts of him missing. I mean, his ear got gashed and his eye he's no more. He just comes back with an eye patch and a major grudge. He's basically saying that his hate is what's keeping him alive. It's what keeps him going. Hate for his enemies, hate for everything that the turtles did to him while they were having that crazy fight, and also hate for April O'Neil and Casey Jones for being the reason why he ended up getting eaten by the giant space worm in the first place. But this episode was very heavy and dramatic. It had its comedic moments, especially at the beginning. But I have to say that this story was very well written. Not to say that other episodes haven't been, but I think this is probably going to be one of my new favorites. Karai is reflecting on what Leo told her about Shredder not being her real father, and now she's really starting to question what he said, as well as starting to question Shredder. What is the truth? What is the truth? She has been being lied to her entire life, and when she confronts him about it, he says, I told you, daughter. Splinter took your mother away from you." So it's. I mean, she's struggling to figure it out. So, but on top of that, she's still right now loyal to Shredder. So when Tiger Claw comes back, he requests to get revenge. The Shredder gives him the okay. Has Karai tag along as a pretty good strategy, because she does know the Turtles. She does know April O'Neil. They had that little bonding moment. Every time she's around them, she gets to learn more about them. So of course, it's easy for her to be there and to help track them down. They even try to shake down Mr. Murakami, the chef that they befriended with the pizza gyozas. There's a really good scene at the beginning involving a pizza gyoza, and it's just. It makes me hungry, okay? Honestly, it makes me hungry. I really want to try those in real life. But other than that, Tiger Claw goes after Casey Jones and April O'Neil, and Casey Jones is trying so hard to get a date out of April, like a legit date out of April, but he's always being blocked by Irma, and she had that little one, that one scene where it sounds like they're describing a sci-fi film they were watching. And in Casey's like, "What's up with this third wheel? What's up with this third wheel?" And Irma's like, "Hey, I'm right here." Okay. She's got to play a bigger part in this. That eventually she's going to find out about the Turtles. Not now, but, she's not just going to be a background character. I loved this episode. I had to watch it a few good times because this has some great moments. Everything from Karai finally being able to go into the Turtles' lair, to the fact that she found out that what they've been telling her is the truth versus what the Shredder has been telling versus what the Shredder's been telling her. Splinter actually showed her the picture of him and her mother, and that confirmed what we've known all along. She is Splinter's daughter, Miwa. So what does this mean for her? This means her loyalties now switch. Because she's been lied to her entire life. Now it's time to make up for lost time. You know what I mean? And it kind of felt bad for her by the last fight. And Mikey stepped up again in this episode. I gotta give it to him. I mean, everything from tracking down Casey Jones while he's getting in the middle of a fight, because he's having some trouble with Tiger Claw. He's getting his butt whooped. Not to say he doesn't try, what I'm saying? He's Casey Jones. He's still an inexperienced, hot-headed Casey Jones, but what I'm saying? He'll eventually learn, but he gets his butt whooped by Tiger Claw. And April gets to have a good talk with Karai before she goes into the lair. So it's a, like I said, it has a very dramatic sense to it. And at the end, when they have a fight in what looks to be a meat packaging plant, I was not expecting that. I mean, and it was Mikey's idea. And I'm not doubting my boy Mikey. It's just sometimes, you know, he can be a little dense. This time he really stepped up with the ideas, and I gotta give it to the writers. This episode was really, you know, was just really great. But what are they gonna do now? Now Karai knows the truth. She's now a prisoner in what she used to call a home, and Tiger Claw still wants vengeance. This is going to be a crazy rest of the season. Oh, man. But write down below in the comments what you think of this episode. What was your favorite part of the episode? What do you expect to happen next in this part of the story arc? And what do you think is going to happen with Irma? I know right now she's being treated like a background character, but what would you like to see Irma, you know, do next to really cement her character? There was a lot of development in this, especially with Karai, because it was Karai centric. So now that she knows the truth, something crazy is probably going to go down from this point on. But leave a comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, love, and never be normal.